Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to another VGC video. I'm here once again with another interesting team. This time we have a bit of a theme team. We're basing this team around Cynthia's appearances in a lot of the Pokemon games, but with a little bit of a twist that we had to kind of add a legendary on there to actually kind of have a competitive team for the format. But overall, it's a pretty fun team. We got Garchomp, Dialga, Melodic, Togekiss, Roserade, and Spiritomb. Spiritom's a bit more on the support side here, same with Togekiss, but still can do some stuff offensively, just kind of be annoying. Melodic is just being bulky annoyance, plus support with like Recover and Helping Hand, and kind of just being like a bulky thing that people have to deal with. And then we have Dialga, which is going to be our main special attacker, in addition to Garchomp as well, which is another great max target. And then Roserade here just to cover up some holes versus like Kyogre and Groudon and stuff like that. Leaf Storm is pretty strong into those two, especially into Groudon with its pretty crap, well, not crap special defense, but definitely lower end special defense for sure. But yeah, if you guys like the team that I have listed here, you guys can use the code below and try it out. And if you guys like the matches or like what you guys see and just like the content I've been putting out recently, I'd really appreciate if you guys could just drop a like, a comment, or even sub to the channel, or even just share it around. Like, even if you don't want to like do that, you can just share it around and, you know, let people know about it. That helps the most, to be honest. But regardless, we are going to go ahead and get right into this today and try and get some matches in and see what happens. So I've been laddering with this team a bit on stream recently as well, so if you guys want to see more Pokemon stuff and just other gaming stuff, I stream on the weekdays as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. But you know, this team is pretty interesting so far. It has a little bit of a weakness to like super hyper offense teams. Like if they can just like pick up some really key KOs, they take this team out pretty easily. But there are a lot of things that this team can do very well. It has a lot of staying power if I position myself well. And it has decent revenge kill options in a lot of matchups. So as long as I can position myself correctly and not do anything that's too overzealous, this team does pretty decent. So I'm really curious to see how far we can go with this team. Trying to get back up to Master Ball tier right now. I haven't been playing too much. I've been mostly taking a break recently. Focus on some other things. Get some, just dabble in some extra content on the side. And just kind of get a footing just for what I like to do, more so than just focusing on one specific thing and kind of just branching out into everything that I just enjoy doing, which is, you know, games and, you know, music and stuff like that. So if you guys like that, definitely stick around because there's a lot more of that to come. There we go. Okay. It took us a minute to find that guy. All right, so we're fighting against DGHB rank 9, and they have a team of Kyurem White, which is not a mon you see very often, at least in my experience for this past two formats. I've not seen that mon very often at all. Whimsicott, Spectrier, Incineroar, Landorus, and Stakataka. This is going to be interesting of a match. There's going to be an interesting matchup here. Spectrier is definitely going to be a problem in the speed department, but we do have answers for it offensively. Kyurem White is going to be annoying to deal with as well. Staka can kind of shut down our Trick Room option, but still is pretty decent. We can also have the threat of having a weakness policy, the threat of not knowing our item here on the Dialga, because it does have option for a weakness policy and Life Orb as well. I think I want to lead Dialga and Melodic here. I feel like it has a really good defensive coverage versus the team that we have here. I definitely want Togekiss in the back for potential Earthquake spam from Lando and other stuff like that. But even then, they don't have the team to really set up Earthquake spam, but it definitely gives us some at least ground immunities here. I think I'm going to bring Spiritomb here for late game because it offers us a Will-O-Wisp option for Stakataka if they do choose to Dynamax that mon. In addition to, they don't have any Fairy types on the team, so it could probably wall out pretty okay for the most part on this team. So I'm really curious to see how that works out. trying to account for the Dynamax noise later. Oh my god. Those Dynamax cries are like so loud. It's like kind of hard to like mix audio for them. So, but we do have Lando Spectrally, which is fine because Dialga's on the special attack side as well as Melodic, and we do get a competitive boost here. So we're already threatening the Landorus's positioning, and it's gonna be really interesting because they also can't Snarl safely either with Spectre. So this puts Melodic in a very good position. This means that they most likely have Kyurem and Incineroar in the back if I had to guess. But Stack Attacka is still an option as well. Based on the positioning here that we have right now, I don't want to Dynamax just yet, just in case I want to preserve Dynamax for late game to counter Dynamax Stack Attacka if they do bring it, but also to counter Dynamax Kyurem White as well. So I think the best play here is to just kind of just Flash Cannon the Spectre and then just Scald the Lando slot. Like, well, the Scald will definitely take the Landorus out at +2. Unless they Dynamax it, then I'm not 100% sure. Depending on also if it's potentially AV Lando as well, could survive that hit. But they do Dynamax Lando here. I didn't really take that into account. More so expected them to save Kyurem or Stacka as their Dynamax option. So they're kind of just going super hyper offensive right off the bat. Shadow Ball into Dialga is going to be a lot of damage. Oof. And we get the special defense drop too. That's unfortunate. And they get the max Quake off. So yeah, this Scald is definitely not going to kill now. And we actually might just lose Dialga here. Yeah, we do. Wow. That's, Huh. That's concerning. That's very concerning. Scald doing about 30%. And we do get the burn though, which is huge. So that's good at least. So Lando's not really going to be doing anything else now. If I would have actually swapped to Togekiss there, that actually would have been a really big play. But I wasn't expecting I was actually expecting the Landorus to switch out there into like Stack Attacka potentially, or even Kyurem actually. Like either of those two options I was really expecting to switch out to because of the +2 boost on Melodic, but they just covered that with Dynamax instead. I guess one thing we can do here is conserve Melodic for late game and bring in Togekiss, but they could just Rock Slide that slot if we do bring in Togekiss here. I think Spiritom's probably going to be a good bet here, but let's see. I think we actually might want to Dynamax Melodic. I'm just going to go for the foul play on Spectre, and I'll just go for the Ice Beam. Spectre does go for the Will-O-Wisp onto Melodic, so that definitely is going to be very annoying, but we are on the special side, so that's not going to affect our attack at all, which is nice. If you see another Max Quake come out from Lando. Yeah, that's fine. Wonder how much this foul play does into Spectre. Wow, that thing's tanky. Is it a 2 special defense boost? Probably on top of Assault Vest if I had to guess. 50%, not bad. Definitely not a terrible position to be in currently, though. I'll just go for another... Actually, I could go for a Helping Hand foul play here. But wonder what the Spectre is going to do here. I'm going to swap out Spiritomb into Togekiss here because I think they're going to go for another Max Quake. And I'm going to Max Geyser the Spectre slot with Melodic, because I think they might protect here. This helps us get rain up and helps Melodic become even more of a threat. Because we do have this +2 special attack boost currently. So in rain too, that'll make Melodic pretty decent for late game. In addition to that, we have Toki's on the field now for Follow Me and Yawn. This definitely can help us out here for sure. So I'm really curious to see what they go for here. Like, I don't think they would protect. I think it would probably just try and like Shadow Ball Max Quake or something like that to try and take out either Melodic or Spiritomb. So I do feel like the switch into Togekiss is a correct one. Alright, so they're just trying to go for the Will-O-Wisp. That's fine. Yeah, I don't want Spiritomb to get burned either. Oh, they do target the Melodic here. Okay. Dang. That's unfortunate. But we are super bulky. And they're burned, so they're not going to be doing anything. I do believe this Max Geyser should KO. Because Spectre is fairly frail. But +3 special defense will keep you alive on top of a pretty decent special defense stat. So definitely not at the end of the world, but we're going to need to play these play the mid to end game fairly decently. Okay. Let's see here. We're just gonna go for the Air Slash into Spectra spot and Max Geyser the Lando slot. Like, I feel like that's the safest bet. Shadow Ball from Spectre into the Togekiss. That's decent shit. Rock Slide comes out, hits both targets. No flinch on Togekiss, please. Do get the Max Geyser off, and that will be the end of Lando, most likely, with the rain. Nice. Okay. Fairly decent positioning right now that we finally got Lando off the field. I probably should have called that Dynamax turn 1, but I was not expecting that at all, so. Inspector goes down too. Nice. So now we are in a 3v2 scenario, and we still have supports Spiritomb in the back. So if we do see Stack Attacka, we can burn it if we need to, which is nice. And then for late game as well, we still have Pain Split and Foul Play too, which will be very nice moving forward. Do you see Kyurem? Let me double check Kyurem White's stats, because this isn't a mon that you see very often. So I don't know anything that this Pokemon does. So Kyurem White has base 125 HP, 120 attack, 90 defense, 170 special attack, 100 special defense, and 95 speed. What typing is this thing? Is this still just Ice Dragon? I think it's just Ice Dragon. Okay, yeah, it's all white Ice Dragon. Okay, cool. Oh, I could probably also just look. I'm stupid. Okay, so with this right here, they do have a Whimsicott here too. So I feel like the best play here is to actually just like, I guess just double up into. I don't. Fuck. It's like Whimsicott's really not doing anything. So like offensively, it can't really like hurt us too bad. That Freeze Dry did a shit ton. Oh, that was a crit. Okay. Okay, so Citrus Berry will save us here, thank God. Probably should have followed me that turn. Because this Max Geyser's definitely not going to do anything to cure him. Oh, that's decent. That's decent. This Whimsicott's also probably Sash, but we miss air. Oh no, Koba Berry. Okay. About 50%. Okay. Yeah, I think the correct play there was to go for the Max Ice. Maybe, I think it was to double up into Whimsicott, because we survived that, follow me the following turn, then take it out. So, could just protect here. Then you die to that. So I'm going to try and follow me, just to try and get something going here. is trying to Ice Beam off. This game wasn't terrible, but it also wasn't great. I played the early games pretty poorly for the most part, and that really just didn't really amount to much. So, some misplays in mid-game to late-game positioning as well. I didn't really target the correct mons when I should have, and then I ran out of time that last turn as well. So I probably should have just... The play there was to sack off Togekiss, most likely, or double up into Whimsicott. Oh, wait, we still have Spiritomb, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think Spiritomb can take this. Well, if they do have Taunt, I can't be taunted. We still have the Figgy Berry on deck, too. Kyurem's probably at around 40% right now, probably above 50 HP. So I say we Pain Split the Whimsicott. Let's see what that does. Figgy Berry? Don't. Here we're gonna eat a Freeze Dryer Draco or something. Dragon Pulse. Okay. That does just take us out. Okay. That was interesting. Yeah, if we were able to get the Pain Split off there, the Kyurem would have just killed itself. If like that was like a race that we could have lived at, Kyurem would have killed itself, and then would have been the 1v1 Spiritomb versus Whimsicott. As long as we don't get crit, that's like a pretty decently even game. We try and take it down to Nightshade range. Yeah, we just keep Pain Splitting, trying to bring it down to Nightshade range until we eventually get that, and then hopefully we don't die to a Moonblast. But other than that, that was definitely a game that we could have played a lot better in a lot of places. But overall, I'm not disappointed with it. All right, finally the second match of the day, going up against Andrea, ranked number 10, with a Sun team featuring Regieleki, Draco, and Grimmsnarl. Well, this is a team that I definitely want to bring. See, like, one of the tested leads that I've had versus this team is Roserade Togekiss. If they lead Groudon into that and they don't max it turn 1, if I remember correctly, I do one-shot. But let me double check really quick. I have a minute. Okay. Yes, it is a range, and if I lead Melodic, that's with Helping Hand, but I don't want to do that. So Togekiss Roserade seems like a pretty good lead here. I do have Safety Goggles. Leading double Grass type versus that is also pretty decent. And then if they do lead Charizard, I have Melodic in the back to cover for that. So this is a matchup I've been trying to practice a decent bit with this team between the Sun and the Rain matchup because it's so common. So if I can get this, that'd be really great. So we'll see what happens. The plan right now is to follow me, Leaf Storm the Groudon. And if all goes well, we one-shot it. They lead Grimmsnarl Regieleki, though, which also is not a terrible play, but I do wish I had brought Garchomp now to switch into the Togekiss slot. But we can still bring in Dialga here regardless. I'm also, if I remember correctly, does Grimmsnarl get Taunt? That's one thing I always forget. It does get Taunt. Okay. So I think... So Grimmsnarl has a decent... well, they can also Fake Out here. So I think I'm just going to double Protect. It could max Aleki as well, but I don't think that's the obvious play. Oh. Okay. Just do that. Okay. Two games in a row, man. Jesus. I legitimately thought they were not... I thought they were just going to go for our Electro Web stuff. Okay. Let me see how much the special defense we have. 121, 207 HP. I don't think we can take a max lightning. Okay, so we're gonna sack off Togekiss here. I'm gonna go for a max ooze onto Grimmsnarl. So I'm maxing Roserade this game. Because I don't want Grimmsnarl around when I have Dialga in, because I really don't want... I want to be able to set up Trick Room without having to worry about Grimmsnarl. So, not having to worry about Fake Out and Taunt is going to be very nice. So, this Max Ooze should one-shot. As long as he doesn't go for, like, a light screen. Let's hope. Damn it. Oh, we'll at least raise our special attack. And then we get to bring in Dialga, raise its special attack. And that'll be pretty decent. So we'll be boosting our special attack here a lot. That means I kind of can't go for a Trick Room right off the bat. That does a chunk, though. Can Regieleki really touch Roserade here? No, it can't. Even with, like, Magnet, it's, like, just resistant to that damage. Well, if I Helping Hand, does that take out? It has a chance to Oko Lecky. But I don't want to put Melodic in Lecky's way. So I think I'll double up into a Lecky this next turn. I think that might be the correct play. Because while Grimmsnarl is very... Oh, well, Grimmsnarl could just Spirit Break me, though. I believe the correct play here is to max... Let me make sure they don't have any... Oh, they do have Charizard on their team. But I think the correct play here is to max Ooze with Roserade into the Grimmsnarl slot. And then... They didn't have any Steel types, but they do set up Reflect as well. Okay. So the correct play here is to, I believe, raise the special attack of Dialga just in case, even if they go for a... oh, it does have Max Strike too. It lowers my speed, but that's fine if we set up Trick Room later. It allows me to cover for the Spirit Break play as well and still get a special attack boost. So Roserade now is at +2 special attack. That's pretty nice in Dynamax. And Dialga's going to be at +1. So if we get Trick Room up, we actually kind of just win. So I think the correct play is to go for Trick Room this next turn. Oh, +1 Earth Power almost one-shot that thing. It's crazy. What do they have here? Groudon? The question is if it goes for Fire Punch or Precipice Blades. You'd think it would go for Precipice Blades to cover both hitting Dialga and Roserade, but they could also just try and go all in with a Fire Punch. So I'm going to read that they're going to run Fire Punch here, and I'm just going to max guard the Roserade, and I'm going to Trick Room. If they do go for Precipice Blades, I think they would have to double up into Dialga, and there is still the chance of Precipice Blades missing. So I feel like that's our the best possible play here. But if they also read the Protect and then just straight double up into Groudon, that would Dialga, that would also be very bad. But we are going to see the Thunderbolt come out to Dialga. It does a chunk. It does go for Precipice Blades. Please don't kill. Damn it. Yeah, that was our win con. I am at +2 special attack now, though. So I can kind of Leaf Storm freely. So it should... Well, I'm at -1 speed. on Roserade here. I'm just going to go for the Recover and hope for the best and go for the Leaf Storm on the Groudon. Go for the Thunderbolt into the Melodic. As long as I don't miss this Leaf Storm, we might be in an okay position. Precipice Blades does outspeed because we're at -1 speed. And that just takes us out. Never mind. Damn it, dude. That's annoying, man. That's annoying. Other than that, though, I feel like it did a decent job of showcasing the team's overall game plan in a lot of matchups. I feel like overall it just was kind of executed poorly. But at the end of the day, I'm not completely like upset with those matches at all. But I'm still happy with the team overall. But I'm definitely going to need to position stuff a bit better and assess different threats a bit better too. But overall, I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna have to call it there for now. But I appreciate everybody coming through and watching. If you guys did like the video. Even though I did lose 2 games, I think it's definitely good food for thought moving forward with some more matches with this team down the line. So definitely going to be doing this team, using this team probably for like a couple more episodes and probably another stream or 2, and then I'm going to switch off onto another team. But yeah, no, I really am just excited for the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl remakes coming out later this year. And that's kind of the reason why I wanted to make this team, because Cynthia's Mons are like probably the closest to like VGC legal teams that are like actually well constructed. So it's really going to be interesting to see if we can push this team even further. So definitely curious to see how high we can get with it. So I might just actually play with it till the end of the season. And when the rule set changes, or I don't think the rule set changes next month, but, and then we'll run another team for the beginning of the ladder next season. And we'll probably switch halfway through next season, since I'll be playing all season long instead of only half. So anyways, appreciate everybody for coming through and watching, and you guys take it easy. Peace out, and you guys have a good day.